astrology, tarot, I Ching, pagan gods, homeopathy, healing. There's a lot of things in the world today which many people find very useful and they add value to their lives. But there are plenty of other people who won't touch them because they're not real. They would rather stay ill than be healed by something which turns out to be not real, or just the placebo effect or whatever. Why is that? Why this extraordinary value on things being real? Coleridge once said that every man is either a Platonist or an Aristotelian. I don't actually agree with him, but what he was saying is that some people think that this world we live in, the subjective world we experience, is just a shadow. He said we're like people in a cave looking at shadows on the far wall of the cave, and that is all we know. We just live with these shadows. If only we would turn round, look behind us and see the entrance of the cave and the objects, the real objects that are casting those shadows, then we would know the truth. And this is the Platonic view, which has lasted for centuries. It's a very powerful idea. And it can work like this. Let's say that I've been feeling bad and I've gone to a Reiki practitioner or a crystal healer, and I come away feeling better. And I tell the wrong sort of person, for instance, a religious fundamentalist, I've been healed. And they'll say, oh, no, you think you've been healed. The devil is very clever. This world is the world of the senses, the world of the devil. And he leads you astray. He lets you imagine you've been healed when actually you haven't. Only God can heal. You are being fooled. That's not healing. But of course, nowadays it's more likely I would go to a doctor and the doctor would say to me, you think you've been healed? Yes, of course. There's nothing in crystal healing. It's been tested and it's absolutely bogus. What you're experiencing is the placebo effect. Basically, you want to be healed, and so you come away feeling better. It's, okay. But now both of them are saying that I know the truth, and if you're being deceived because of subjective world, your brain or the devil deceives you and leads you astray. And if I say, well, but what about you? Aren't you deceived? Doesn't your brain deceive you? The answer in both cases would be, no, because we are experienced experts. We worked for this on many years. We worked together. We tested our results against the scripture, or tested them in laboratories. So we may not know complete truth, but we are working towards that complete truth. Whereas you, my friend, you must come to us if you want to find out what's real or what's not. And so you can see that the Platonic view tends to be the view of authority. It's a view that says, if you want to know what's real, you have to come to the experts. Well, Aristotle, who followed, he was the pupil of Plato, said, well, surely if we've been given these senses, then human knowledge ought to begin from the evidence of our senses and what we actually experience. Okay, there may be some sort of other reality behind it, but we ought to start with that. And so this is closer to the way a magician would see it. If something works for me, if I've experienced healing, if the tarot's given me a really good reading, well, why not say the tarot is useful, and it can help me with my life? Why is it so important to say, oh, well, it isn't real, of course, it's just imaginary?